add some light to the subject. Cover up my fat belly. Hey, we're live on YouTube and Facebook, I think. It's Red Art Design Studio. Alright, so we got our scary hands. I didn't realize the scary hands would take so long, man. It was a lot of work. Way more than I thought. Of course, this is my first time ever doing a half sculpt of a hand. Of course, now we can go ahead and reproduce the hands again. Because we got professional dragon skin, it'll stretch 150 times. Stretchy, stretchy. So what would that be? Like out to there? Something like that? That's a lot of stretching. So I think we're going to hold off on that because it's pouring rain here in California. And yes, that's right. We're streamcasting live in California. In the middle of the night, in the middle of nowhere. We're making art on Red Art Design Studio. It's going to be a lot of grinding and a lot of sanding. A lot of empty space. It'll be a miracle if we get one viewer, so I'm not worried about it. But I gotta clean the space, clear out my mind here. It's really cluttered, and it's not what we want. We want to be clean and clear and focused. I've just been slaving away on M3GAN. The M3GAN project. It's her fingers and her hand there. Hemp carbon nano. Fire poop hands. Paint was terrible. But anyway, we'll see about that. What is all this? Super disco, okay. Okay. I suppose that does kind of fit the vibe. It's very, very far out. So much to do, so little time. Come on, come on, come on, dance with me.
Look into your right. walking with no feet. By the hit, no one talking and that's the beat.
Here we go.
Everybody's looking for a new direction. Some people you know are running the nation. Everybody's talking about the future. Some people don't remember their human nature. I don't feel the sun cause the nights are long. I don't feel the sun cause the light goes on. I can't explain my mood. I can't explain my feeling. Thousand nights I'm feeling. I never understand the people are right all across the land. The streets of the city, the darkness of the night, there is no light. The center of the city, in the glamour of the night, there is no light. Hey, yo, take a look at me. Look me to my side, that's the way I feel. Hey, you, take a look at you. Look into your right, there is something for you. Hey, you, take a look at me. Look me to my side, that's the way I feel. Hey, you, take a look at you. Look into your right. There is something for you.
So yeah, to my one glorious viewer, thank you. It's just a bunch of trolls. Don't let them get you down. goodness. We're live on YouTube. We're at the Red Art Design Studio. This is basically a studio cam. Pretty boring stuff. We're listening to obscure disco hits, so that might be exciting. Seeing my scoliosis probably isn't too thrilling though. Let's get a new camera angle. Alright. Let's see if I can clean up my dusty nose here. Before Rudolph's nose was red, it was just filled with all sorts of dust in the elf studio. So for any of you out there who are having back trouble or knee trouble, you gotta get these bar chairs. All the chairs they make are for like little people. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But I notice I'm too close to the ground. I'm like squashing my whole body. And I was six foot tall, and every year I seem to shrink a little bit, so you really got to start stretching out, especially at my age. I just had my 25th birthday. I know I look like $1 million for 25, but hey, some of it is just those superior genetics, I guess, apparently. Was 25. I wonder how many times I say that before my brain goes, oh yeah, we're 25. It's kicking the gear here. Alright, I don't know about you, but this obscure disco is just not doing it for me. You gotta be in the mood. It's really funky. That little bass line is pretty cool. Boom. It's very Seinfeld-esque, like Seinfeld on psychedelics or something. All right, let's get back to my birthday. It's sort of obscure to be born, the time that I was born. It's a tiny little window in the space-time continuum. So I share a birthday with a very famous comedian. And since I did just turn 25, let's go back to 1995.
I tell you, don't get no respect at all. What the fuck is going on here, huh? Hey, good crowd, good crowd. And you know me, I love crowds. When I was a kid, my house was always crowded, always people around. You know, I come big old-fashioned, hard-working, stupid family. That's where I come from. What a dumb family I got. Looked up my family tree, I found out I'm the sap. My old man, he was dumb too, my old man. He worked in a bank that caught him stealing pens. Pens, come on, move it along, will you? I mean, my family's always been mixed up. Why, in the Civil War, my great-grandfather, he fought for the West.
The West, the galaxy.
Hey, I can't relax, you know? The other night I felt like having a few drinks. I went over to the bartender, I said, surprise me. He showed me a naked picture of my wife. Now, well, my wife is always something. The other day I called her up. I said, honey, I've been thinking about the last time we had sex. I'm getting excited. She said, who is this? Oh, my wife, I got no sex life. She cut me down to once a month. Oh, I'm lucky. 2 guys I know she cut out completely. I tell you, my wife and I, we never have sex. We get undressed, we can't stop laughing, you know? The other night I told her, I said, don't laugh behind my back. She said, I won't. The funny stuff's on the other side, you know? Hey, good laugher here, baby. How you doing? Love a guy with a good laugh. You all right, buddy, huh? Where you from, bud? Oh, really? You city slicker. I come from a small town myself. I was born in Babylon, Long Island. Ever hear that place, anybody? No, but Babylon's a small town, I'll tell you that. A local pawnbroker has 1 ball there. It's a small town. The local hooker's a virgin over there. But one thing about Babylon, the population never changes. Every time a kid is born, some guy leaves town, you know? I'm in a good mood, I'll tell you that. I just signed a big contract with General Motors for 3 years. I bought a new car. I always get stuck when I buy a car. The salesman always says she's a beauty. He never says he's a beauty, and I found out why. Because the car and the girl are very much alike. You would either want a car or a girl how many times in a cold morning when you really need it, it won't turn over, you know? There's love in the room here, that's all right. So much hate in the world today. The trouble with me is I'm too easygoing. Like last night I had dinner in a Chinese restaurant, opened my fortune cookie. Inside was a guy's check next to me. I said to me, buddy, I got you a check. He said, thanks. I mean, it's wise guy.
We got silverware. We got plastic forks.
He started to feel like my wife. I mean, I said to him, buddy, you told you could play around with my wife. He said, everybody. But I like to pack up on so I did a whale vacation. Went to Europe last year, in Paris. And you folks went to Paris? How about Pennsylvania? Now, when I was in Paris, I went to a place called the Crazy Horse Saloon. Little French girl saw me there. She looked at me, she said, you're cute. And she told me, you're recommended the best lovers. And then she said, well, you recommended comedians are the best lovers. And I walked away. I figured I was too good for her. Who the hell needs that, you know? She was a lovely girl, though. She told me she was a world traveler. And then she told me what a trip cost, and I told her we live in 2 different worlds. But she was a wild girl, a very wild girl. She made me French toast, her tongue got caught in a toaster. You kidding? She was a wild girl. And she's a tattoo on her thigh says merging traffic. Really a wild girl, know what I mean? In fact, when I met her, she was doing push-ups in a cucumber garden. She was a very wild girl. I mean, I'm talking a wild girl, you know what I mean? How wild? When she eats a banana, it gets bigger. Okay, you wild girl, now you take it easy, huh? And that night took me to a wild party. I played a new version of Russian roulette. We passed around 6 girls, and one of them had 3D. But she was a lovely girl. She was French and English. She told me there was some German in her, and once in a while, some Italian. Now, but people say to me, what do you like about a girl? Goes legs, you a leg man, you a breast man, you an ass man. I don't know, I figure, man, I must be an ass man, you know? Yeah, people always say to me, you're an ass, man. I'll tell you what's embarrassing. You see a great ass, you follow it, it turns out to be a guy. Now, in Europe was nice. I was in Switzerland, too. I saw the Alps, a wonderful family. And I was in England. English people were weird. I told the cab driver I'd like to see the Queen. He told me later on he'll meet me for a drink, you know. Am I too fast for this whole section over here? What is it, huh? I mean, he asked me was a beauty. I asked the cab driver, like, can I get some action? He took me to my house. I There's a lot of things going around my house. The other night in front of my house, I saw a guy jogging naked. I said to him, how come? He said, because you came home early. Well, I mean, the last week I really got stuck. I went to a discount massage parlor. It was self-service. I tell you, my sex life is nothing anyway. You kidding? The only time I have sex and my doctor tells me to cough. And I told the girl from Allstate, what I want to put in your hands, you'll never sell me insurance. I got no sex life. You kidding? But to me, a sex change is one hand to the other. I mean, I'm not a sexy guy. Every time I go to a health spa, I get sympathetic looks from guys with big dicks. Well, this morning when I put on my underwear, I could hear the Fruit of the Loom guys giggling. You kidding? The cop arrested me for flashing, took me to small claims court. You kidding? I know I'm not sexy. I mean, a girl saw me naked. She asked me if there was a finder's fee. Well, I had sex with one girl. She broke her birth control pill in half, you know. Forget about it. We don't tell the whole story. I remember I said to her, let's go for the whole 9 yards. She said, let's be accurate. We'll go for the 1.5 inches. Sex, you kid. I was with a hooker. I dropped my pants. She dropped her price. I'm telling you what's that, all right? You know when you're not sexy, all right? I went to a nude beach. They told me to park in a handicap section. Well, I found out in Chinese my name means come quick. When I was 10 years old, they gave me the bad news. I had smallpox. My wife, she didn't help either. I asked her to shorten my pants, took her to crotch. I tell you, I figured out I'm bisexual. I have sex twice a year. A lot of guys, they don't make sense either. I read in the paper a man attacks a woman 60 years old. It's the same penalty attack a girl 20. Just a passing thought, nothing serious, that's okay. Now, but some guys, they do anything to get girls. I was trying to get girls, so I was taking my dog for a walk. I figured some girls say, oh, what a cute dog. Before you start talking, you get the girl. And again, my dog is too smart, you know. He was using me to other dogs. No, but dogs are smart, really. I mean, a guy meets a girl, not sure if he likes her, takes her out a few times, spends all kinds of money. A dog don't do this. Dog is out with one smell. She's for me, you know. That's right away, you know. I tell you, dogs, they have their own way of looking at things, you know. When a dog sees another dog, he figures, if I can't fuck it, I'll fight it, you know. And I don't look for girls when I'm not a kid. I'm getting older now. I know I'm getting older. I'm at the age now where I'm brushing my teeth. I can talk to someone. Now, come on, think, will you? I'm trying to work with you here for crying out loud. I'm getting older. My age to me, shooting up means the enema bag. I mean old. Well, I told my wife, I want to die in bed. She said, again? You know when you get old, you get certain signs. I walked past a cemetery, 2 guys ran after me with shovels. My last birthday cake, I couldn't blow out the candles. The heat drove me back. Oh, you kidding? I saw my picture in a funeral home with a sign coming soon. I mean, you know when you're getting over crying out loud. I took a vacation, went to Mexico. I got the warts. Warts. Hello, what happened here again now, huh? I mean, if I hear someone goes both ways, I figure it's number 1 and number 2. Yeah, I played a slot machine, 3 prunes came up. That's a good sign, too, you know. I mean, this town, you gotta go, bro. They got slot machines all over. Even in supermarkets, put a container of milk cost me $238. I mean, I'm never lucky at gambling. Last week at the track, they shot off the opening gun. They killed my horse. I'll tell you my trouble. I got the wrong doctor. You know my doctor, Dr. Vinny Boombas. So my doctor. They got it. I saw him last week. I told him, Doc, every day I wake up, I look in the mirror, I want to throw up. What's wrong with me? He said, I don't know, but your eyesight is perfect. Oh, he's a strange doctor. I told him, I think my wife has VD, gave himself a shot of penicillin for crying out loud. Very strange doctor. No matter where it hurts you, he wants to kiss it, make it better. After he checked me for a hernia, I had to change my phone number. He's really mixed up. He grabbed my knee and told me to cough and hit me in the balls with a hammer. What a doctor, you kidding? Well, he told me to bend over and stick my own finger up my ass for crying out loud. Actually, I'll tell you, it's the same as a doctor's finger. Only now I don't smile. And he didn't help me lose weight either. He told me to run 5 miles a day for 2 weeks. I called him up and said, Doc, I'm 70 miles from my house. My dentist, too, that's another one. My teeth were getting yellow. He told me to wear a brown necktie. And And he told me I got a big bone loss. I said, you too? My wife told me the same thing, you know? Well, the dentist, he found a new way to hide his bad breath. He holds up his arms. Well, the dentist, you kid, he used to be a gynecologist. He looks in my mouth, he tells me to spread my arms. Does anybody over here know what the hell I'm talking about at all? Well, last week was a rough week. Are you kidding? I saw my psychiatrist. I told him, Doc, I keep thinking I'm ugly. He told me to lay in the couch, face down. You kid, I know I'm ugly. I asked the bartender to make me a zombie. He told me God beat him to it. I stuck my head out the window, got arrested for mooning. You know you're ugly, all right. On Halloween, I opened the front door. Kids give me candy. Last Halloween, a kid tried to pull my face off. And my kids, they flip a coin and say, you have to kiss me goodnight. Ugly, I'm telling you, my dog closes his eyes before he humps my leg. I'm telling you what's that. We're trying to work it out, but crying out loud. That's all right, I'll tell you the whole story, all right? I was an ugly kid, too. I told my old man, he never took me to the zoo. He said, they want you to come and get you. Very ugly kid. In my sandbox, the cat kept covering me up all the time, you know? For Halloween, we never had a pumpkin. We didn't stand in the window. What a child that I had. My mother never breastfed me. She told me she liked me as a friend. My old man, he didn't like my looks either. He carried around a picture of the kid who came with the wallet. My old man, he made me sleep in the kitchen naked to get rid of the roaches. I told him I want a bubble bath. He brought the water to a boil. My old man never liked me. He told me to go in the backyard and play hide and go fuck yourself. My old man told me this, all right? We had a drink of water. Good crowd out there. Good crowd, I'll tell you that. All right. My God. I've been so popular since I owed money. In my life, I owed plenty of money. Been broke most of my life. For years, I was picking up the phone and acting surprised. The check came back. Today I'm doing all right. I got a few bucks. Now I made my money the hard way. 2 4s. Little joke for the dice players, huh? But you're a nice crowd, all right? In fact, you're so nice, you make me feel like a kid again. The last time I did that, I got arrested for jaywalking. By the way, stick around for the fight. We're not going to pay the band, you know. But you're a nice crowd, all right? You're a classy crowd, I know that. There's 2 tractors parked outside. Well, I was out with a classy girl a few weeks ago. When she puts her hand over her mouth when she farts. You know what class is? You're alone when you fart. You say, excuse me. Oh, the women act so classy. Never said one in the bathroom. I have to powder my nose. If that's what her nose is, you're in a lot of trouble, I'll tell you that. Now, but a touch of class is nice, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you what class is. When you step out of the shower to take a leak, that's class. And you really want to know what class? If a wet dream, you leave $50 on the table. That's class. All right, baby, all right. And I'm glad you're a good crowd. Big producer here tonight from Sausalito. Look, that's a great word if you're gay. Is this Sausalito? This isn't teasing. I got a cousin who's gay. I was kidding. I tell him in the family tree. He's in the fruit section. My cousin went to London. He was so disappointed. He found out Big Ben was a clock. But I knew my cousin was gay. We were kids. He used to suck my thumb. Now, but being gay can happen to anyone. You're kidding, it happened to you. It could happen to you. Oh, it did happen to you. Hi there. You're a good sport, so you're all right. But it's good to see you back in men's clothes again, I'll tell you that. What can I tell you, folks? It's tough to be funny when you're coming off Prozac. Tough to relax, you kid. I tried marijuana once, too. Just once, that's all. I didn't know what I was doing. I was on cocaine. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't snort cocaine. I just like the way it smells, that's all. And kids today, they're into cocaine. Kids today, they don't want to read about Snow White. They want to shove it up their nose. The kids are wild today. My kids' class, the teacher said, form a double line. They all got high. Double line, they got high. Am I talking to myself over here? I tried marijuana, I got too hungry. Ooh, I was so hungry I smoked a half a joint and I ate the other half. I was starving, you know? I mean, and sometimes you turn to drugs, life's pressure is too much for you. My whole life is pressure. This pressure is like a heaviness. Always on top of me, this heaviness since I'm a kid. Other people wake up in the morning, oh, new day, up and at 'em. I wake up, the heaviness is right there waiting for me, nice. And sometimes I even talk to it and I say, hi, heaviness. Then heaviness looks back at me, today you're going to get it good, you know. You'll be drinking early today. And I don't want to drink, I'm a bad drinker. When I drink the next day, I got to do two things. I try and locate my car, and I got to bring back the car I took. I'm a bad drinker. Bad drinker, you know you're drunk when you take a leak in your fryers and open it, you didn't prepare it. I drink too much, way too much. I gave my doctor a urine specimen. There was an olive in it. I mean, when I drink, I don't know what I'm doing. I got loaded in the bar, you know, I thought, hey, I'm making an obscene phone call, you know. I got in the phone loader and said, babies, I'm with you right now. I'd show you sex. I'd give it to you real good. I was talking to my son. I got loaded here one night too. I shot dice. I lost $1,000. I got even though I stole 400 sweet rolls. I got gambling registered now too. Gambling's popping up all over the country. How do you like that? How many people here think the whole country should gamble? I think the whole country should not have gambling. How many here don't give a shit? You know, you look like a don't give a shit crowd, you know? You don't give a shit about nothing, huh? Well, I don't give a shit either, all right? Well, let's have some action here. Everybody, take a leak at the guy in front of you. Go ahead, all right? Can I tell you, huh? You think your life out, will you?
What are you doing for a living?
What do I do for a living? I get guys for your sister, okay? I'll be a wise guy. Just remember, never fuck around with a comic who can't get laid, okay? Because I don't need this, you know. Chippendales wants me. What was I talking about? Gambling. I like to gamble. I can lose a few bucks. I'm doing okay. As a kid, I had nothing. I was poor. I was so poor, my rich aunt died. And Will, I owed her $20. My aunt died. It was pitiful. She was an atheist. She was lying there, all dressed up. No place to go. When I was a kid, I was poor, very poor. If I wasn't born a boy, I would have nothing to play with, you know? We were poor in our house. We couldn't afford mirrors. My family kept saying the same thing to me. Oh, you should see what the fuck you look like. Holy shit, you know? We were poor. On our Christmas tree, we had no tinsel. We used to wait for Grandpa to sneeze. What's wrong with that? It's a funny line. Don't give me that bullshit, all right? Now, what do you want? Your money back? Bungling, that's true. That's it, okay? I've been through enough of my life. I met Santa Claus. That was a beauty, too. I sat in his lap. His fly was open. What a present he gave me. The kid had plenty of pimples, too. I fell asleep in the library. I woke up, a blind man was reading my face. I mean, I went through plenty. When the first time I hitchhiked, I got beat up. I used the wrong finger. Well, the kids today is different. They're going to tune it. I told my kids, someday you'll have children of your own. He said, so will you. I tell you, my kid, he drives me nuts, but he put crazy glue, my preparation H. My preparation H, that don't work either. The only thing that shrunk was my index finger. 2, 3, 4, you're not going to fuck up my timing, okay? My daughter, too, she's no bargain either. In public school, she was voted most likely to conceive. When her graduation book, her picture was horizontal. She flunked her driver's test, couldn't get used to the front seat, you know? My daughter, they call her Federal Express. Here, when she's in the guy's apartment, she absolutely, positively has to be there overnight. Oh, one night she came home, she had rice in there, thought she got married. A Chinaman threw up on her. When you're alone, no need for starry skies. That's the trouble, kids. They play around so young, very young. Today they got birth control pills shaped like Fred Flintstone. You talk to some kids, they're afraid to have sex. They're scared. I mean, the first time I had sex, I was scared. Who was I scared? I was all alone. I'll tell you one thing, though, I got good-looking kids. My kids are good-looking, I'll tell you that. Thank God my wife cheats on me, you know? Oh, I know my wife cheats on me. Every time I come home, the parrot says, quick, out the window. I got a dog, too. He drives me nuts. I got a dumb dog. You know, we call him Egypt. Every room he leaves a pyramid. What a dumb dog. Every time he sees me, there's a love affair on my leg. I'm getting to like it, too, I'll tell you that. But the other night I came home loaded, I was looking for his leg. Ooh, was I drunk that night. That night I was so drunk a mosquito bit me, then it flew into a wall. What was I talking about? My dog, yes. Now, he wants me to mate him. I wouldn't mate him, let him go through what I go through. I'll tell you another one, Sal. My car broke down, too. I got a car, I got nothing but trouble with it. Every Sunday I take my family out for a push. I went out last week, I bought the perfect second car, tow truck. The last time my wife took the car, she cracked it up. She hit a deer. It was in a zoo. Well, the other day she got home, she told me there's water in the carburetor. I said, where's the car? She said, in the lake. Well, my wife isn't too smart, you know. I gave her a toy poodle. She killed it putting batteries in it. For having sex, I told her to get on top. She got my shoulders. My wife is dumb. Are you kidding? You want to know how dumb she is? The other night we're having an orgy. I yelled out, switch. She put the lights on. My wife is fucking dumb, I tell you. You want to know how fucking dumb she is? It takes her an hour and a half to watch 60 minutes. She's fucking dumb, I tell you. I tell you, nobody has it easy, nobody. You know, I feel sorry for short people. When it rains, they're the last ones to know about it. Although I tell you, sometimes around short people I get very uncomfortable. Like the last time I went to a health spa, I was standing there naked. The very short guy told me I looked terrific. This short guy made me nervous. He had soap in his eye and he shook hands at me. Stuck last week too, I bought a waterbed. There were two Cuban guys swimming looking for Florida. I mean, today's been a terrible day. I got up this morning, picked up my shirt, a button fell off. My briefcase, the handle fell off. I'm afraid to go to the bathroom. Thinking nothing works out. I asked the hooker for a hand job. She gave me a manicure. Hey, you want to have some laughs? Do what I do. I take a porno movie and run it backwards. That way you see the hook and get back the money, you know? Oh, hooker, what a business that is. That's the best business there is, being a hook, you know that? I mean, you got it, you sell it, you still got it. How am I sweating before I got the job? I don't know what I'm doing here anymore. Just a hobby. I work here for laughs. I make my money in my regular job. I sing the national anthem at cockfights. M3GAN Hotel, big deal. What do you say we bust up this joint? Bust it wide open for crying out loud, huh? You're kidding. All the gambling they got here. They don't make any money in the gambling. The gambling's all up front for the coffee shop. Now, this is quite a place here, Jim. Big place, big place. How many people work here? 1 out of 4. Now, when I started, it shows working only tough places. Places like Funzo's Knuckle Room, Aldo's, formerly Vito's, formerly Nunzio's. Oh, that was a tough place, Nunzio's. I sat down to eat in the menu. I had broken leg of lamb. I looked at my fingerboard. There were 3 fingers in it. And Nunzio, he was tough. He said to me, kid, you want to go hunting? I said, okay, I'm game. And he shot me. And shoulders is tough, too. I'll tell you that, boy. What a racket. You don't know what you go through with shoulders. Yeah, sometimes I think back of all the women I had to sleep with to get where I got, you know? Well, I met a new agent last week, a woman agent. She asked me if I had an 8x10. I told her with an 8x10 I wouldn't have to work anymore. I don't believe all the stories here with all the girls guys getting shoulders. It's all bullshit. The last few months, the closest I came to a blowjob, the other night a girl said to me, will you leave me alone? I never got girls when I was a kid in showbiz either. One girl told me, come on over, there's nobody home. I went over, there was nobody home. And this girl was no bargain either. She was fat. She got in the scale, a card came out, said 1 at a time. Fat, you kidding? She used a shower cap for a diaphragm. When she tried computer dating, the machine messed her up at Detroit. Fat, you kidding? She was on the Richard Simmons show, jumping up and down. My TV fell off the stand. I mean, I'm talking about a fat girl here, know what I mean? How fast she was standing alone. The cop told her to break it up. Okay, Pat, I'm telling you. I put my hand in her blouse. I felt the chin. Fat, you kidding? Have sex with her, you gotta slap her thigh and ride the wave in. I mean fat, know what I mean? This girl was fat and ugly. Ooh, she ugly. She was known as a two-bagger. That girl who's so ugly, why would her, you put a bag over your head in case the bag over her head breaks. She was ugly. Ugly chick. I took her to the beach. They asked me what I used for bait. When I gave her a hickey, I got fur in my mouth. I took her to a dog show. She won. I mean, ugly. When two guys broke in her apartment, she yelled rape. They yelled, no! And that's how ugly she was. That's okay. Who came in? What happened here? That's okay. You know what I can't figure out? I can't figure out when I see ugly people taking pictures of each other. No, but looks don't mean nothing. I got a niece, an ugly girl. She got married. She's happy. She married an ugly guy. They got two very ugly kids. In fact, they're all so ugly in the family album, they only keep the negatives. I'm not waiting for you, okay? It's nice to hear.
Yes.
I'll tell you that, because Ryland did no laughs. I live in New York in a bad neighborhood. Well, the first day I moved in, I asked the cop, I said, how long I walked to the subway? He said, I don't know, so far no one ever made it. It's a bad, tough neighborhood. You have no idea how tough this neighborhood is. How tough? I'll tell you how tough it is. It's so tough in the library, they got a sign there that says, shut the fuck up. That's how tough it is, okay? I'm glad to see you appreciate sophisticated humor. You want to stop crime, you gotta have big penalties. I was in charge of that. Big penalty, jaywalking, 5 to 10 years. Adultery, life imprisonment. Masturbation, oh, just a warning. Now, there's crime all around. I bought my wife a rape whistle. She said, don't work, no one shows up. My wife can't do nothing right. Are you kidding? I took her to the ballet. She forgot the sandwiches. My wife's always gave me trouble. My bachelor party, she was in the movie. The baby got married, everybody was crying. During the ceremony, her mother cried. Got to the hotel, she cried. She got undressed, I cried. And my wife is tough to stay married. The other night I told her, you never tell me when you have an orgasm. She said, you're never around. Oh, last night she told me she wants to try something wild. She tied me to the bed. Then she put her clothes on and went out. I'll tell you, my wife, she believes in oral sex. All I hear is, fuck you. You're kidding. The only time I hear my wife yell, I'm coming, is when I'm holding the elevator. Although I tell you, I really shouldn't tell jokes about my wife. She's attached to a machine that keeps her alive. The refrigerator. Until you get married, look for a good cook, okay? The sex will wear off, but you'll always be hungry. My wife can't cook either. My house, we pray after we eat. She gave my kid alphabet soup. He spelled out help. I bought a pressure cooker. Now I eat off the ceiling. Last night she made chocolate mousse and the antler got stuck in my throat. What a lousy cook. How can toast have bones? And I don't think meatloaf should glow in the dark. Why, my kitchen, the roaches are anorexic. Last week the garbage disposal threw up. She can't cook at all. My backyard, the flies chipped in to fix the screen door. I know a lot of fucking jokes. All right, hey. What a crowd, huh? Yeah, a lot of people are lonely. It's tough to stay married. A lot of people are lonely but afraid of falling in love and getting hurt. Who wants to get hurt and love? They'd rather stay lonely. I'm lonely too. I was in my apartment here. I sit in my apartment lonely. I noticed a fly in the room. I became friends with the fly, you know? I was kidding around with the fly, having a good time. It was beautiful. But I opened the window, and the fly left me for some horseshit. I'm getting very confused. Hey, you want to confuse a guy? Join him while he's taking a leak in the street. You get older, it gets tough. Are you kidding? You get older, you see the whole finish coming. Life's a short trip, you'll find out. You were 17 yesterday, you'll be 50 tomorrow. You're old, the doctors tell you don't smoke, don't drink, eat certain foods at my age. What can I look forward to? But from this point on, if I take excellent care of myself, I'll get very sick and tired. Life is tough, are you kidding? What do you think life is? Moonlight and canoes? That's not like that's in the movies. Life is fear and tension and worry and disappointment. Life, I'll tell you what life is. Life is having a mother-in-law who sucks and a wife who don't. That's what life...
My battery is critically low.
I think I'm flipping out. You get older, you don't care what you say. Well, I told you I'm getting old. When I say it's down 40 degrees, I'm not talking about the weather. You give my sex life like shooting pool with a rope. Well, to me, a blowjob is when the soup is too hot. You get older, they call them the golden years. The golden years. That means you're in a bathroom 5 times a night. That's the golden years. When your toes outnumber your teeth, that's the golden years. When a daily double is prune juice and an enema, that's the golden years.
My battery is critically low.
Goes is the mind. I say they missed like 3 feet, you know? Golden years. When you piss in your pants, you think you're coming. That's the golden years too, all right? Golden years. You kidding? In this world, anything can happen. I'm not a kid anymore. I could go tomorrow. And I hope I go tomorrow. I haven't gone today yet. No, I wish I was home in slippers, relaxing, creating hatred in the family. You know when you're really old, when your family talks about you in front of you. Let me see those family guys sitting right there. What do you want to do with Pop? Pop can't stay here. Pop just sits there dribbling on you.
My battery is critically low.
Pop in the garage, we have company coming, okay? That's when you're old. Suddenly I'm depressed. Full of hate. And I get my hate out the way a lot of people do. I watch television. When I'm watching television, and I got that remote in my hand, that's when I get my hate out. What kind of shit is this, huh? Get a fucking job. He sucks. Take the weather and shove it up your ass, all right? Fuck you.
My battery is critically low.
I tell you, folks, I'm very ill. You know the trouble with me? I appeal to everyone who can do me absolutely no good. That's the story of my life. No respect. Never get no respect at all. You get nothing. No respect at all. Well, last week my house was on fire. My wife told the kids, be quiet, you will get dirty.
My battery is critically low.
They caught my act. They gave me one finger up. I don't get no respect from anyone. I tried to join Masturbators Anonymous. They told me to jerk off. And I tell you, I can't take it no more. I was in a Chinese restaurant. They named the dish after me. One dumb fuck. I hope you had a few laughs.
My battery is critically low.
Alright, that was pretty spicy. I've never heard that one before. That was good. Pretty edgy.
My battery is critically low.
Shit.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You're really I'm getting jungle sounds here. You're a great crowd. Really are a great crowd. And I don't know what to say, really.
Turn on Bluetooth on your mobile device and select me from the list.
Good grief. Well, it's another day. Another total disaster. It is Rad Art Design Studio. I am Rad, and well, hopefully you could hear the comedy routine. The battery decided to die. It's very moist, very wet, very humid. So a lot of the equipment is just not working. The paint's not drying. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. And it's all right because, hey, you know what? None of it matters. None of it matters. You know what does matter? Hey, God loves you. And God loves us. And hey, why don't you love yourself? Be good to yourself and be kind to one another. I'm going to go ahead and pop out of here. It's been an hour of absolutely very close to nothing. And just struggling along here. Getting some hands and some feet made. Hemp Carbon Nano. If you're interested in Project M3GAN, you can check out our full-blown robot doll coming next year, 2025. And it's exclusively at the moment on Etsy.com. Just look up artcherry. Artcherry.shop is us. And or you just type in M3GAN in the Etsy.com website or the app or whatever is good. And you can also check our website for the M3E3. It is Amalia. That is a very, very, very talented little young lady. Also a Hemp Carbon Nano ball joint robot doll. Check her out at artcherry.shop. There's a few pictures on there. Not very good videos. I'm still way behind. Perhaps it is realistic to say, well, we'll never catch up, but hey, 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 hold the phone, Batman. It's going to be Thanksgiving, bam, Christmas, bam, Happy New Year. That's the beauty of a new year. Starting over, start from scratch, look the past, go, I mean this time, really go. And hope that they get a little bit generous for us in 2025. Their stinginess made an all-time high in 2024. It was an epically bad year for all you fellow business owners out there. I felt the pain too, probably more than you, but who knows? I don't want to find out. I don't want to compare either. We all got our problems. They're all so unique, and as unique as our successes. And here is to your success coming up, and well, we're just going to be right along here. Wow, it's already Tuesday, and before you know it, you're going to be sitting with your family members you didn't want to see ever again. Hey, you're going to be nice. You're going to hold back all those remarks, and you're going to get along. Pray together, love the moment, enjoy your family, because family, that's what it's all about. So I'm done here preaching, trying to motivate you, trying to be inspiring. Hey, I hope you will like us if you happen to catch this again. It would be a miracle. You would be one of, I would be shocked if there was 2 people, maybe 3, that watched this entire thing, and hopefully I'll get to be erasing it before anyone else can see it. So we just do this to pump the algorithm and see where our AIs are lost out there. We got to reel them back in and reset them and set them back out again. So we're gonna be good, and it's a goal. I'm gonna be good. So God bless you. I wish you all a happy Thanksgiving week, and I'm making it sound like I'm not going to be around, but you can get this big time on Bigo. It's an app. You can download it in the Google Play Store, and they do have live video chat, and there's other ones, but I don't have the time to mention everything we're doing because it's a long list of stuff. So you'll catch me around somewhere, and you can always catch me in artcherry.shop, and you can hook us up on Facebook. It is artcherryme.com on there. And that's it. Out. I'm gone. Bye. Next time. See ya.